Hello. Maswera say. Very good afternoon, Team Zimbabwe. Welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. Salibonana Mazimbabwe Amahle. So, today we want to talk about the solidarity of the CCC leaders with Job Sikhala. So, you can actually see that they are trying their best. They are trying to do their best in terms of giving solidarity to the incarcerated leaders. So, we have seen that culture and that behavior within the CCC leadership for a very long time, and it is good. They've stood with Wopo Chingono, they've stood with Fadzai Maere, Makomboro Aruzivishe, so many comrades. They've managed to stand with them in solidarity, and that is the team spirit we need. So we need to play a short video here, which is going to show you the CCC leadership in pictures there at the Harare Magistrate Court in solidarity with their leaders. So stay tuned as we play this clip.
Vatungamiriri vebato reCitizens Coalition for Change pamwe chete nema-MP nhasi vamukira kudare reHarare Rotten Row Court uko kwavari kunotsigira vamiririri mudare reparamende vanoti ivo vaJob Sikhala pamwe chete navaGodfrey Stole avo vari kupomerwa mhaka yekukonzeresa mhirizhonga kuNyatsime. Vamiriri mudare reparamende vaviri ava veCCC vari kuramba mhaka yavari kupomerwa uye vari kupomera vaMunangagwa kushandisa chisimba kuedza kunyararidza vemapato anopikisa. Hapana umboo hwekuti vakuru ava vakakonzeresa mhirizhonga.
So you have seen the pictures, the statement from the CCC on their Twitter handle announcing that they are at Harare Rotten Row Court. So that is what is very, very important at this juncture. So we need to look at why Honorable Sikhala is in court today. It's because the state decided to add a new charge, and the new charge, they are saying he tried to defeat the course of justice and the obstruction of justice. So these are the new charges leveled against him, and he is appearing to answer or to face those new charges. And we need to explore why these new charges have been brought on board at this point in time. So the initial charges, the first original charges, were that he incited violence, but the state is suffering a situation where the magistrate cannot, in this case, convict the two based on the incitement of violence. Why? There is no evidence linking the two to any violence which happened in Nyatsime. Even if we are to take all the statements which were made by Honorable Sikhala, they don't amount to incitement of violence, and nobody acted or using those statements which he made. So when you are prosecuting someone, you need to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that indeed the actions or the words of this person caused harm. In what way? So the prosecution is facing such a challenge, because when they say Honorable Sikhala incited violence in Nyatsime, the question will be, who reacted after he incited violence? And you actually see that nobody reacted after that. There is no evidence that Honorable Sikhala caused people to react violently after any statement he made. And the statement is referring to spiritual way of dealing with perpetrators, and that there's no law which prohibits anybody to speak, to say ngozi ichaita so. So you can actually see that because of that, they've decided to bring in a new charge. They've concocted new charges that down with key stakeholders in this matter, so as to see how they can use these new charges to pin Honorable Sikhala to a crime which he didn't commit. And this time around, they have said he tried to obstruct justice, he tried to destroy evidence. So you can actually see that because of that, it is going to be Honorable Sikhala's word versus the police's word. So it is going to be the state witnesses who are going to come in numbers, because when Honorable Sikhala was arrested, over 70 police officers were deployed to arrest one man. Over 70 police officers. So it is going to be Honorable Sikhala facing so many witnesses from the police. So you can have 20 witnesses coming in to say, indeed, he committed this case of obstruction of justice and trying to defeat the cause of justice. So they will come with those issues. Another issue which is being mentioned on that charge is that when Honorable Sikhala pointed out to say More Blessing Ali was murdered by ZANU-PF people, the prosecution or the police is saying he tried also to divert the investigators to a wrong way. He tried to sway the investigators away from the main matter, but that is not true, because Honorable Sikhala was calling for the search of More Blessing Ali's killer. He has been calling for the tracking of Piers Jamba. In fact, CCC supporters helped the police to find Piers Jamba in Hurungwe. These were the leads from CCC supporters, and these supporters were being facilitated or were communicating constantly with people like Honorable Job Sikhala. So there is no way you could have misled the police in terms of arresting Piers Jamba, because you can actually see that when you are involved in locating Piers Jamba yourself, how can you be misleading the police when the police actually apprehended Piers Jamba at the help of CCC members who were part of Comrade Sikhala, Comrade Stole, and so many comrades who were helping and assisting. So you can actually see that this is a direct attack by the state. This is a direct attack, and to try to have two cases here, where if one case misses, the other one will not miss. So here the plan is, if the main case misses, the main charges misses him, the second charges must give him at least few months into the election, because what they want is to keep him at Chikurubi. What they want is to prove to the court that indeed, if he gets out, he's going to defeat the cause of justice, he's going to interfere with the witnesses. That is what they are trying to prove. And they know very well that the appeal right now, which is going to be launched for the bail appeal, is going to go to a different judge, and it is going to be very difficult to control each and every judge. So you can actually see that this is a problem we have in Zimbabwe. Justice Eric Ndewere granted Honorable Job Sikhala bail sometimes last year but one. And after granting him bail, she was hunted and she was fired from her job. So you can actually see that there is a persecution of the opposition in Zimbabwe. There is a persecution of the judges who stand to the truth in the nation of Zimbabwe. So when we are in solidarity with these comrades, we need to look at these issues. When we speak about capture of the judiciary in the nation of Zimbabwe, we need to look at how safe are these comrades. We still have a judge whose whereabouts are not known to this day. Justice Mushore, Edith Mushore, she is not known her whereabouts right now. Why? She participated in a case where she ruled, or they collectively ruled, that Malaba was no longer the Chief Justice of Zimbabwe, and she got persecuted. She fled, or we don't know what happened to her, because the state newspaper Herald said she is nowhere to be found, and that is that. So for a year, a justice is missing, and you can actually see that when the president, when the presidium, the spokesperson of the government, the ministers, when they make statements, inflammatory statements before any ruling, you can actually see that they will be intimidating judges and magistrates to say, guys, you have to remember what happened to Ndewere. You have to remember what happened to Mshore. You have to remember what happened to, I'm forgetting the other judge. There are so many judges who were persecuted and who were brought before bogus commissions, and they were fired from work just because they were doing their work. So we salute the comrades who are in solidarity at the Harare Magistrate Court. We're in solidarity with the comrades who are being persecuted. In this case, Honorable Sikhala is the one who is answering further charges. That is obstruction of justice and to try and defeat the cause of justice. So you can actually see that this is massive persecution. And Hopo Wachingwono tried to explain this matter clearly and said the facts are the same. What they are doing is that they are just splitting one case to be into two, so that if one charge misses you, the other charges finds you. And this charge, this last charge, is going to be Sikhala versus the prosecution. So it is versus, sorry, the state witnesses who are the police, and they will not demand any evidence. Yekuti pane ma phone calls there, pane ma video recordings there, or what. It will be akadaro umwe munhu uya kuti akadaro umwe munhu uya kuti akadaro umwe munhu uya kuti akadaro zvobva zvanzi na magistrate. So vaivesa vanoreva kuti vangakunyepera here ava kuti akadaro akadaro. That is the scenario they are trying to create right now, which means by any way possible, they want to find an avenue to put these comrades behind bars up to 2023 elections. I don't know how you feel this matter. In the comment section, you are free to talk to us right now as we are live. You are free to talk to us in the comment section. Through the comment section, just write a comment so that we can read it publicly, or we can give you an answer regarding this matter. It pains my heart to see the comrades in prison. It pains my heart to see the front commanders of the struggle being imprisoned just like that, because they sought justice for Mo Blessing Ali, who was slain by known as ZANU-PF people. So it is not a secret that she was slain because the arrogance of the state itself. So the question we have is, why is it that the comrades who are culprits in this case have not been arrested? So I'm going to play a certain video here so that we see these statements, we compare these statements. We want to compare two statements here. And I want you to help me in the comment section to tell me who is supposed to be behind the bars right now. So I'm going to play what Job Sikhala said, which caused the state to make him arrested. I'm going to play it here. Then I will play another video again. Stay tuned.
So that area has now been turned into a terror zone, and it is up to the citizens of this country to make sure that it is liberated. But this death of Mo Blessing Ali, let me tell them, and also everybody in Zimbabwe, the whole family shall perish. We are going to revenge. Whichever way we are going to do, the family shall suffer. You might not hear about this family once more again. It will be wiped from the face of the earth if they are not going to apologize as soon as possible. There are many people who have volunteered to do the business for them to make sure that the spirit of Mo Blessing Ali will not rest and avenge her death. And truly, the avenging shall be done. I thank you.
So this is the leading video which the state is trying to use against Honorable Sikhala. And you have heard yourself that he clearly said the spirit of Mo Blessing Ali shall avenge the killers. And this has instigated the formation of new charges, the introduction of new charges. Let me play another video so that we see who must be behind bars between these two people.
Pambeni nezano yakaisha izizano mawuziza kati tisipasi na mzore wakura kuti mzore wangadi kudofa kati pasi nomuroyi kuna kuti muroyi ngadi kudofa kati pasi nomutengesi kuna kuti adi akurawe kudofa ari mawuziza zare warairo tikati pasi na Chamisa kuti ngaurawe ukangwa kuti pasi na mashanyika unozati maimfana mashanyika unengaburawo ari basi uisamini yacho mai waka kana bopfumira mudisa kuti ndiri kuti ngana ngadi ngafe pasi netipusi pasi na Chamisa asungeta zvake zvisina vana vake tirakutenga pano pakaipa vambembeneza rupef.
So you have heard the two gentlemen, Honorable Sikhala speaking and this Mashaya Chakadaro speaking. And you can actually see that the fact that he has not been arrested shows that Honorable Sikhala is being persecuted, because he never incited anybody to go and beat anybody. He never instructed his followers to go and kill anybody. He never did that. What he said was that the spirit of More Blessing Ali was going to avenge. So when we are in solidarity with Job Sikhala, we need to understand the complexity of this matter. This matter is politically complex. There are very powerful people at the very from the very high offices who are influencing the decisions which are being made by the police. These police officers are actually being forced to be part of this matter. The prosecutors are being forced to be part of this matter. The magistrate, the judges, they are being forced by their superiors to be part of this matter. This is what we need to understand. So when we say let's be in solidarity with this comrade, we need to understand that the people who are supposed to deliver justice in this case, they are being suppressed, they are being oppressed. There is an eye which is after them to say, we want to see if you are going to follow this instruction. And they've made it possible to create examples in the name of Justice Ndewere, the Mshores, and so many other comrades who are being persecuted. So you can actually see that since the beginning of this new dispensation, which is not a new dispensation, we have seen judges being dismissed in the nation of Zimbabwe. But we have not seen criminals being put behind bars. And that is so worrying, because the people who are supposed to be behind bars, they are not. And the people who are supposed to be out, they are behind. So the persecution of our leaders, it requires us to be in solidarity with them. It requires us to pray. It requires us to seek wisdom from God so that we know what is going to happen. So I have played the videos here so that you can have the comparison of who must be behind bars. So I unfortunately in my system I don't have the other video of that Gokwe guy, and actually Zek is going to do nothing with this. Zek is going to be silent as usual. Zek is going to pretend as if they don't see these things happening. Zek is going to pretend as if we have a free, fair, transparent, credible elections in the nation of Zimbabwe. And so that is what they want. So as I always say, this is an attempt to make sure that Nelson Chamisa brings people into the streets and they hijack everything. They suspend the constitution and they suspend elections up to 2028. That is their major strategy. That is what they are trying to provoke here. This is deliberate from ZANU-PF people. It's not a mistake. They are doing it deliberately, knowing that they will push you to an extent where you put people in the streets, they will suspend the constitution and they will say no elections. Why? They know very well that they will not stand with Chamisa in any election right now. Whether rigged or not, they will not defeat those. They want to be able to defeat Advocate Nelson Chamisa in 2023. So what they want right now is a complete walk away from the elections, because that is the reason why they are trying to force Nelson Chamisa to say, come to Pollard, let's abandon the elections, let's leave these elections. That is what they want. And so they are trying by all means to make sure that they bar the elections in Zimbabwe. They go Kushka 2030 doing whatever they want. They don't want to have a government which is going to scrutinize whatever they did in the past, whatever corrupt activities they did in the past. So thank you very much, comrades who are at Rotten Row. Thank you very much, comrades, for your prayers. Ngatirambei tichinamata for these comrades. Let's pray for these comrades. So please, usabva panapa usina kulaika, please like this video so that it is shown to a lot of people. Please like, please comment, please share, and also make sure that you subscribe. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your comments. I'm going to read these few comments here. Stole Priska Zwanza, hi Hanza, keep on doing good work. Thank you very much, Stole Priska, for your support. Jack Ngwenya, so it's nice footage to use at the court. Yes, that's true. We just wait to see what is going to happen. So it's good V11s. Yes, that is what we need in 2023. We need to have the V11s for the election results. Those are the last kicks of a dying horse. ZANU-PF come 2023. Tough love. Thank you very much for coming. Douglas Senes, we trust in the Lord and our eyes are up to him for guidance. Yes, I agree with you. We put our trust in the Lord because he is the supreme of everything. Nobody defies God. Nobody goes against God. And the time to have change in Zimbabwe has come. Let's do our part. Let's register to vote. Let's continue to stand in solidarity with the comrades. They are in court facing persecution, and we need to stand with them. We need to continue praying for them because God gives life. God takes life. So we need to pray so that God preserves their lives. God does not deliver them or does not let this evil government and leaders to kill them. We need them in this struggle. We need them before 2023. Devi Zerevas, thanks for the broadcast. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for coming. Without you, I am nothing. So please subscribe and ring the bell so that you don't miss out each and every time we go live or we post an update. So we have a lot of issues to cover. We have a lot of issues to discuss. So whenever I get a free opportunity, I will come here live. So from now up to 2023, I have agreed with my employer that I will be working during the night. So I will be having more time during the day so that we cover a lot of issues. So I have a few minutes to rest because I work for 4 hours. So I have a few minutes to rest. If I work 4 hours during the night, then I sleep. Then I come here during the day. We speak about Zimbabwe up to 2023 elections. And I want to thank my employer for allowing me to do that. I want to thank that man for allowing me to come here live every time, because that is the kind of responsible leaders. When you have a responsible employer, he gives you advantage to something. So thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for coming. Please, ngatirambe takabatana savana vezimbabwe, ngatirambe tichirejista kuvhota, tirambe tichinamatirana kuti kuti change iuye munyika yezimbabwe. So there are numbers on the screen if you want to communicate with us, if you want to come here live. This platform is free for anyone. Anytime you are free to come here, you address the issues. So talk to me through the numbers appearing on the screen. I will give you a platform here. There are a lot of people who say, no, you can come here and speak, even if you don't want to speak about politics, but business, economic activities here in the nation of Zimbabwe. You are free to come here and speak to the people of Zimbabwe. So long your conversation is beneficial to the people of Zimbabwe, this platform is for you. And here is the disclaimer. You don't have to pay anything for you to be here. You come here, you just buy your data, you come here. You don't pay us anything for you to be here. This is absolutely a free platform. So I love you all. Thank you very much for coming. You are the wonderful people. We continue to stand in solidarity with the comrades. I will come and give you the update about the court proceedings. That is in the evening today.